What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Legion of Nerds. I'm Chuck. Today, coming with some more comic books. This time for something I'm really excited about. Right up my alley. What if aliens? That's right. It's what if Carter Burke had lived, and Paul Reiser actually helped co-write this story, along with Adam F. Goldberg. Hopefully, if you're here, you're an Aliens fan, and like me, you're ready to figure out what if Carter Burke had lived. That's right. So let's jump into it. In 2122, the multinational corporation Weyland-Yutani diverted their commercial towing vehicle, the Nostromo, to the moon LV-426. Purporting to answer a possible distress call, Weyland-Yutani secretly wished to secure specimens of a dangerous alien species known as xenomorphs for study and profit. Of course, tragedy struck the crew, leaving Lieutenant Ellen Ripley as the sole survivor, and for decades, she drifted through space in cryosleep. In 2179, Ripley was rescued and awoke to find that a terraforming colony known as Hadley's Hope had been built on LV-426, funded in part by Weyland-Yutani. Ripley's warnings about the xenomorphs went unheeded until contact with the colony was suddenly lost. A junior Weyland-Yutani executive, Carter Burke, enlisted Ripley to join him and a team being sent to investigate. After finding the colony overrun, Ripley and the others soon discovered that Burke's only purpose was to obtain a xenomorph sample, and Burke was more than willing to sacrifice human lives to get it. When the aliens swarmed, Burke snuck away, only to find himself face to face with one of the creatures. In the world as we know it, Burke and most of the others on Hadley's Hope died horribly that day. But what if Carter Burke had lived? And here we go. Burke! It was Burke! Hadley's Hope Colony, moon LV-426, year 2179. We have Lieutenant Ellen Ripley, Corporal Dwayne Hicks, Lieutenant William Gorman, Private First Class William Hudson, Weyland-Yutani Executive Carter Burke, and Private First Class Jeanette Vasquez. And Hudson says, "I say we grease this rat fuck son of a bitch right now." "It just doesn't make any fucking sense," says Hicks. Ripley says he figured that he could get an alien back through quarantine if one of us was impregnated, whatever you call it, and then frozen for the trip home. Nobody would know about the embryos we were carrying, me and Newt. Wait a minute now. We'd all know, yes, the only way he could do it is if he sabotaged certain freezers on the way home, namely yours, then he could jettison the bodies and make up any story he liked. Fuck, he's dead. You're dog meat, pal. This is so nuts. I mean, listen to what you're saying. It's paranoid delusion. How? It's really sad. It's pathetic. You know, Bert, I don't know which species is worse. You don't see them fucking each other over for a fucking percentage. Alright, we waste him, no offense, and then the power goes out. They cut the power. What do you mean they cut the power? How could they cut the power, man? They're animals. I want you two with trackers checking the corridors. Gorman, watch Burke. I got him. Move. The signal's weird. Must be some interference or something. There's movement all over the place. 13 meters, man. This is a big fucking signal. 10 meters. 7. 6. That can't be. That's inside the room. It's reading right, man. Look. Well, you're not reading it right. 5 meters, man. 4. What the hell? And then they all look up. Oh my God. And Hicks goes to look. Give me the light. And then he sees all the aliens and comes falling down. There they are, over there, get them. Do something, Gorman. And then Burke runs. He just runs. And Ripley screams, medical, get to medical. And Burke shuts the door on him. Burke, open this door. Burke, open it. And when he turns around, he's face to face with the xenomorph. That's right. Well, then sometime later, he wakes up in the hive. And as he comes to, he's like, where? And then he sees. He's like, no. And of course, there's the egg. opening up and the face hugger about to come on out. And this is about the time Gorman runs out of bullets, and him and Vasquez are going to make their last stand. They detonate the grenade, and it blows up through the vent, and it actually blows up the egg that's about to get Burke. Like, the face hugger is no more. And of course, he breaks free. And then over the intercom, we hear, "Attention, emergency. All personnel must evacuate immediately. You now have 14 minutes to reach minimum safe distance." And he's like, 14 minutes? That's not enough time. And of course, he passes Ripley, and he's like, "Ripley, that means the drop ship is still here. I can sneak on board and get off this rock." And then he goes up in the elevator. Gets up to the top. "All personnel must evacuate immediately. You now have 12 minutes to reach minimum safe distance." And then there it is, the dropship. Hello, gorgeous. Just got to make it to the cargo hold without being seen. And then, of course, he's sneaking past Bishop and Hicks. And then it shows the boom of Hadley's Hope 11 minutes later as the dropship is escaping the atmosphere. And of course, he gets back to the Sulaco. And as Burke's coming out, we get the iconic line, "Get away from her, you bitch." And he's like, "Ripley?" And now Ripley and the Queen are going at it. She's in the power loader, and he sneaks out. He's going to go back to the cargo hold, and he shuts himself in. And then sometime later, he comes back out. "Hello, anybody awake?" And of course, everybody's in their cryo chambers. He's talking to Ripley. "I wish I could have explained everything. When you wake up, you'll see I'm not just some company man." And then we show him talking to Mr. Yutani. "Burke, I thought you were dead." "So did I, sir. We've already received the Sulaco's coordinates from Lieutenant Ripley and dispatched a retrieval unit to pick up all survivors. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Do you know what happened at Hadley's Hope?" Ripley was vague on the details, but said that the xenomorph embryos you were attempting to bring back escaped. "We'll regroup and return to LV-426 with more reinforcements." There is no LV-426. Hadley's Hope is gone. The reactor melted down and destroyed the entire hive, the queen, and all the embryos. "What? And you just let it happen?" "I was indisposed, sir, in a cocoon, a xenomorph cocoon." "Were you impregnated?" "Me? Oh, no, sir." "That's unfortunate. It would have at least salvaged your gross mishandling of the situation." Sir, I wasn't the one who vaporized the colony. But it was on your watch. This does not bode well for your future at Weyland-Yutani, Mr. Burke. You know what else doesn't bode well? Ripley's damning evidence against you. There's nothing linking us to the xenomorphs. It's our word against hers. But you did finance the terraforming of LV-426 and built an atmosphere processing plant reactor that melted down and ionized everyone. That means 158 wrongful death lawsuits from 158 families of the 158 colonists who died. Seems the decimation of Hadley's Hope just may take Weyland-Yutani down with it. Unlikely. In any event, there's clearly no point in sending our retrieval ship. Good luck to you, Carter Burke. But you can't just leave me out here floating to die. I have a wife, a baby. They need me. Yes, it's very sad, but as you know, the company comes first. No, wait. Leaving Ripley in cryosleep doesn't solve anything. We found her after the Nostromo incident. What's to say someone doesn't find her again? You have a point, Mr. Burke. Perhaps I will send a crew to retrieve you. Only you. You need to ensure Lieutenant Ripley and the rest of the survivors will never speak to anyone. You want me to? No, I can't do that. You will, or your wife will be informed you died in that explosion on LV-426 along with everyone else. Okay, I'll take care of it. But I want a lifetime contract with Weyland-Yutani with a retirement benefit package plus dental. One day my girl will need braces. Done. Just make sure it looks like an accident. I don't want any of this coming back on us. And then it shows Burke setting up the fire that released Ripley in Alien 3. That's right. in this universe, it was Burke. I know I'm in no position to expect you to trust me, Ripley, but this way you'll have a fighting chance, and no one fights like you. I'm going to evac all of you on an emergency escape vehicle. There's a planet nearby. You'll all be pulled into its atmosphere. The readings say the climate is suitable for human life. If there's a colony there, I know you'll find it. And when you do, I hope you take down that bitch of a company just like you killed that bitch of an alien queen. I'm sorry about everything, but I had no choice. And it shows the dropship falling in to Fury 161, the double Y chromosome work correctional facility. My family needs me. My daughter needs me. I have to get home. And then it shows what I'm pretty sure is the retrieval ship almost there to pick up Burke. We're now 35 years later, and it shows Burke waking up, talking about my back, stupid mattress, 5 minutes to heat up, stupid shower, jelly stain on my favorite tie, stupid donut, stupid decaf coffee because stupid sensitive stomach, and then it shows him riding to work on a bike. Stupid life. Morning, Diane. Hey, Gail. Looks like Gary got a haircut. Hi, Tom. Mondays, am I right? And then it shows Carter Burke, mining operations and assets manager, and he goes into his office. Later on, he leaves, catches up to his daughter, and she's surprised to see him. Dad? Hi, hello, Bree, hi. You have any lunch plans? It's 9 a.m. and I told you a billion times I don't want to have lunch with you today or any other day. Rain check then. Got it. Then it shows him sitting by himself on a bench, eating his lunch, feeding the pigeons, and then there's like a hole in the hollow dome above. Like we see that it's a dome and the daylight is created. So he's like, damn it, stupid hollow dome. Picks up his communication device and calls up Wayland Yutani. And is like, Wayland Yutani, how may I direct your call? This is the operations and assets manager. Our hollow dome just glitched out. Sir, I need your coordinates so that I can access your account. I'm on D350L8. This a joke? Says here that's a dead asteroid located in the ass end of the universe. Well, that dead asteroid is where I've been living for the last 35 mind-numbing years. And for your information, we mine trimonite here. Hardest substance known to man, super rare. I know what trimonite is. My apologies, Mr. Burke. Carter Burke. Wait, the Carter Burke? My father says you're humankind's most reviled Judas, next to Judas. Your father sounds like a peach. You do know that smuggling a xenomorph egg back to Earth could have wiped out our entire planet, just like Hadley's Hope? Trust me, there's a lot more to the story which I can't talk about due to a very ironclad non-disclosure agreement. Any other company would have fired an incompetent traitor like you, but not Shin Yutani. He's a great man. Yep, another peach. He kept his word, gave me a lifetime contract, and then made me a scapegoat for everything that happened on LV-426. He pinned 158 deaths on me, convinced the entire universe I'm some kind of opportunistic asshole who wanted to weaponize an acid-blooded alien species. But all of that is covered by the NDA, of course, so probably best to stop talking about it. Probably. I can send a technician out to take a look next time we have a dispatch to D350L8. That would be great, truly. Thank you and namaste. And when do you think that would be? Rough idea. 8 months, give or take a year? No, wait. I need that holodome to... What is that? And he sees something falling into the atmosphere of the planet. Sorry, I need it to work. It's the only way I can fool myself into thinking I actually still live in society. Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you tried to decimate ours. Thank you for calling Wayland Yutani. Screw you! And he throws his phone down and looks back and says Cygnus. Then it shows Burke talking to this person that has arrived on his planet, who he seems to know. Is that what I think it is? You gave me a directive. I have fulfilled that directive. So that's a yes. That is a yes. Yes, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you, Si. You've been gone a long time, bud. Way too long. 20 years, 8 months, and 6 days to be exact. And it seems those years have not been kind to you. Yeah, appreciate that. Meanwhile, you look exactly the same there. Very fit. That's because I'm a synthetic and superior to you in every way. Yes, I'm aware, but thanks for clarifying. Okay, good. Fun, small talk. Open up that case. Let's have a look. I advise against that. The company has cameras everywhere. Right, good point. No privacy here. I know where we can go. We've got a warehouse built to store trimonite, and now that this dead rock is nearly hollowed out, nobody has any reason to go in there ever. Seems like the perfect place to set up shop. They bring the package in, and Cygnus sets it down and opens it up, and well, would you look at that? Carter Burke is back in business, and it shows them both standing there over an alien egg. That's right. Here we see Burke 35 years ago on a planet called Acadia 234, a waste disposal planet. And he says jackpot, and he's found a synthetic. And it just happens to be Cygnus, the one we've seen before. So I guess we're getting to see how he, gets his own synthetic. And then 18 months after that, at the Kellen mining outpost, he's like, Cygnus, I saved you from the scrap heap and spent over a year restoring you for a specific reason. Yes, says Cygnus, you couldn't afford a newer model synthetic. Okay, maybe there were reasons. And yeah, I was a little strapped. But the most important reason, you're designed for combat, and that particular skill set will be necessary for the mission I'm sending you on. I need you to locate and procure a xenomorph egg for me. And Mr. Burke, you are aware this request is highly illegal? Newsflash, bud, your whole generation was supposed to be recycled years ago. The fact that you're even walking around is highly illegal. If anyone even gets a scan of your outdated hardware, it's over. The egg's not making a difference. Regardless, all of the specimens on LV-426 were incinerated as far as anyone knows. There is no evidence of that species appearing anywhere else in any known system. Cygnus, are you replicant or a replicant? I'm a replicant. There's no such thing as a replicant. That's not a real word. Potato, tomato. Point is, I need a partner who doesn't have the word no in their vocabulary. Unfortunately, the concept of no comprises one half of all binary coding, so it'd be impossible for me to eliminate it from my programming. Look at Captain Literal over here. However, I will execute whatever mission you send me on. That is my programming. See, that's all you had to say. Regardless of how futile, pointless, and undeniably dim-witted that mission may be. Okay, that last bit was hurtful, but I heard a yes in there, so I'm going to move past it. Be advised that even if I am successful, I may not return in your lifetime. You'll most likely be dead. Just get that egg, let me worry about the rest. I will begin my search at the last verified location of living specimens, Acheron, LV-426. That place was a real dump before it got nuked. Guess now that makes it a radioactive dump. Irrelevant. I am immune to aesthetics and radioactivity. And Burke standing there. Fly safe and out of sight. Bye now. Skip back to now, to D350L8, Kellen Mining Post. And the hollow dome is glitching. You know what, little tree? It doesn't matter. Nothing can spoil my mood today. As Burke is carrying this little tree and going down an elevator into the mine where he finds his daughter. Peanut, guess who? How many times do I have to say it? You are not welcome down here, Dad. I know, Bree. I know. I'm sorry. But I got you a little gift. See, it's a tiny tree. For what? Arbor Day. We're on an asteroid in the ass end of the universe, Dad. We don't do holidays, so just keep your shrub. It's not a shrub, it's a tree. But forget the tree. The tree was just an icebreaker. I'm not here because of the tree. I came to let you know we're going to be a family again. Come on, don't start with that. We'll never be a family, ever. Except now we will. I've been working on something big, and soon you're going to know, everybody in the whole damn universe is going to know that I'm not the monster I've been made out to be. You've been saying that my whole life. I know, but this time it's for real. Promise. And then one of the workers comes through. Watch it. No civvies allowed in the mining tunnels. Okay then, I should probably go. I think that would be best, Dad. We see him walk into a room. Hey, just paid our little girl a visit. Went as good as always. And here it's revealed he's talking to his wife. After Hadley's Hope, Waylon Yutani blaming me for all those deaths, I feel like it's just been me against the universe. It's just been so hard without you, but soon enough, we'll be together again. I love you, Zoe. And then soon, we go to Cygnus and BURKE. I've run all the diagnostics and the specimen is healthy and ready for seeding. BURKE says perfect. So all we got to do is drop her in front of someone and crack, kind of like that. Indeed. I imagine you are curious as to where I found this. Very much so, yes, dying to know. Go, tell me everything. Well, first I went to LB426 and it shows his whole course over the last 30 something years that he's been. He has found a flying xenomorph carcass, what looks like could be a killer shark xenomorph, a sandworm xenomorph, all these. He found all these specimens that weren't alive and could not find an egg. And then BURKE stops him. I gotta stop you right there. Since having a xenomorph egg is highly illegal, probably the less I know the better. Plausible deniability and all. Although I imagine you may be wondering why I sent you on a 30-year mission to track down this bad boy. When I was Special Projects Director for Waylon Yutani, I discovered that the xenomorph's genetic code was capable of overriding any sequence from another organism's DNA. Theoretically, if the acidic compounds can be isolated, that is possible. And if the acidic portion was to be injected directly into malignant cells, you could save your wife. Cure my wife. Cure everyone. That is a surprisingly noble idea. I'm a surprisingly noble guy. So, time to figure out which unsuspecting schmuck in the office we're going to impregnate. And then it switches to the office and they're trying to figure out who it is. He's like, okay, now I feel bad. Look at all these people happily going about their business, living their lives. I can't just go and latch a slimy spider crab thing onto one of their faces. That's not a nice thing to do. But think about how meaningful their lives will become when you help find a cure for every known disease. True, as long as you can extract the acid compound from the embryo's plasma before the thing gestates into the little chest-bursting fellas so they won't be like, Yes, I will ensure the host will live, although it will still be an incredibly unpleasant experience and will require many weeks of recuperation. It's time to interview different people, but none of it's going real well. And there's 2 or 3 people they interview, and one's leaving, one's having to go on vacation. That's right. But then after they have interviewed their last one, and they get a knock on the door, it's Senior Director of Human Capital for Waylon Yutani. Wow, hi, I wasn't expecting it. It's been ages since we've gotten a visit from corporate. To what do we owe the pleasure? You. I'm here because of you. Are you aware of the many HR complaints filed against you by the employees on this asteroid? And interestingly enough, the majority of the complaints were made by a certain Bree Burke, your daughter. Yeah, we've got this running joke where she only talks to me through an HR rep. Gets funnier every year. Hey, I'm not judging. Father-child relationships can be complicated. Hey, is that real? Oh, that? Yeah, it's a little keepsake I hung up. Been quite the conversation piece over the years. It's an actual Armat M41A pulse rifle from the Sulaco. Took it with me when I got rescued. Belonged to Lieutenant Ellen Ripley. She even carved her initials into the stock. No way. Right here. It's kind of small though, so you gotta look, and boom! He hits him upside the head with the butt of the gun. That's right. The Cygnus is like, that was not wise. Just another bad decision a lifetime of them, Sig. When he wakes up, he's going to get you fired. When he wakes up, he's going to have a xenomorph embryo in his stomach. I must advise you that the chances of this plan working are very low. Modern problems require modern solutions, Sig. Now, are you Replican or a replicant? I'm a Replican. Great. Then grab his feet and help me get this corporate jerk down to the lab. And outside, we see they're having a birthday party. And then we're back. And he's waking up. What? Where? No, Burke, you maniac. Let me out of here. And you see that he is strapped down in the lab with the egg right beside him. And man, that's crazy. It shows the egg opening up. No, let me out of here. Burke, you maniac. And we switch to Burke. I know this is an uncomfortable situation. I'm very sorry. Honestly, no pillows to be found. But the whole name calling thing, not very nice. The only reason I'm doing this is to show the universe that I'm not a maniac. Yeah, psychopath seems like a better fit. Trust me, hero. Your service is going to end up saving a lot of sick, suffering people. And not that it matters, but you'll be fine. Cygnus over there knows how to get that baby out, no problem. Have you had kidney stones? It's like that. It's nothing like that. Hand to God. You'll be fine. Cygnus said the procedure has a 98% chance of success. I said 90%. 90%? But I'm pretty sure you said, either way, 90%. That's not bad, and a lot better than 80. That means there's still a 10% chance that I'm gonna die as he keeps staring at this egg. Cygnus comes in with correct. Also, full disclosure, if you do expire, you will be in mind-searing pain. Hey, Sig. Maybe keep the lousy bedside manner to yourself. Just tell me what you want. I think we can make a deal. Oh, I know we can make a deal. One that you'll break first chance you get. I did everything right for the company. Saved them from bankruptcy and any inkling of responsibility. And what do? They make me the face of all their mistakes. The most hated man in the universe. Literally. So if you don't mind, please, we don't have time to argue as the facehugger starts to come out of the egg. The fact is, I hate Weyland-Yutani just as much as you. I seriously doubt that, Mr. Yu. That's not my name. What? My name isn't Yu. It's Yutani. Wait, you're Shin Yutani's son? Yes, I am. But my sister's the golden child. She's been groomed to become CEO while my dad just makes me do pointless busy work. Oh, so I spent my golden years rotting on this dusty pebble just to be busy work for some spoiled brat? No, wait. All I'm saying is that I get it. We're the same, you and I. You're out here stranded on an asteroid in the ass end of nowhere. My dad's ruined both of our lives. And here comes the facehugger. You have a point, but this has nothing to do with my feelings for your dad. I'm not doing this to get revenge. I'm doing this to save my wife. We already saved your life. My wife. I said wife. I can help you with that. I have the highest level clearance at the company. I can get you all the resources you need. Please, just keep that thing away from me. And here comes the facehugger. In the air, about to wrap around this dude, and Burke knocks it over. Damn it, it's getting away. Move. We can't let it get into, and it's too late. The facehugger has crawled into the vents. No, those air ducts lead straight down to the mines. That's where Bree is. Switch to Bree, talking to one of the miners. And I told you, Bree, we already drilled 10 meters with no sign of traumanite. It's nothing but miles of clay and silicate running all the way to the core. That's just capstone. I'm telling you, Harold, we double down and go in hard, we're going to find a mother lode. Kellen isn't paying you to follow your hunches, Burke. You dig where I tell you to dig. What a power tool. And then here comes Burke and his people. Breathe. Hey, Peanut, we need to go now, as in right now. She's like, not happening. And you know you're not supposed to. No time to argue. Oh, Dad, there's always time to argue. But it's not necessary this time because the answer is no. Take your friends and go back up to your cozy little cubicles. Your father's right, Miss Burke. This is an emergency. And why are you talking? Just ignore him, sweetie. But I mean, it's bad. I'm sorry. Who are you? He's no one. Like I said, ignore him, sweetie. I'm Hiro Yutani. We need to get you and the entire crew above ground immediately. Well, Hiro Yutani, anybody who works with my dad has absolutely zero cred with me. And the fact that you're a cake-eating Yutani ain't doing you any favors neither. Up to about 11. She was such a sweet child. That's fine. I'm not here to make friends. Now kindly power down your kaiju and come with us. Well, what do you know? The suit knows his mining gear. My dad made me learn how to drive loaders when I turned 16. His big idea was to have me waste my life working the docks, far away from the corporate office, away from him. Alright, so maybe you have a little more than zero cred. Let's say 2. On a scale of 100. Ouch. That's not much better. It's really not, but it does give you 5 minutes to explain what the hell's going on. But my dad and his janky synthetic gotta hit the bricks. Absolutely not. I don't appreciate being called janky, but your daughter is right. We need to search all the vents on the east sector, and we are running out of time. Okay, Hiro Yutani, you got 5 minutes. What's the big emergency? I don't really like him. There's an escaped facehugger in the air ducts. Switch to Cygnus and BURKE, looking in the air ducts with their flashlights. Still no sign of the little bugger. I should alert security, have them lock down the whole asteroid. If you alert security, the company will find out what you've been doing out here. What we've been doing, and you're going to find out anyway. I knocked out Yutani's kid, tied him up, almost let a facehugger hug his face. Hiro won't say anything. What makes you so sure? For one thing, he's completely enamored of your daughter, and she is likewise enamored of him. It's like you want to hurt me, and she might smile when I suffer, but she wouldn't. He's not even her type. I detected an instant spike in their heart rates and vitals, which suggests a palpable sexual chemistry between them. I know what it suggests. Just stop saying it, and here comes the facehugger, out of nowhere. It about gets BURKE. He's like, no, and Cygnus grabs it. Don't worry, Sig, you aren't viable prey. So it should leave you alone unless it perceives you as a threat, which I guess you are. Just stay calm. I am perfectly calm. What? No, as Cygnus just throws it away, and it scurries off. You had it right in your hands. Why would you throw it away? What kind of programming is that? Now it's back in the vents, and God knows where it's going to go now. So the company sent you here to fire my father, and now you're working with him? Yes. Forgive me, but I ain't buying it. It's true. Turns out I have a lot in common with Carter Burke. We both hate my father. That's so funny. I hate my father too. We have so much in common. True. Plus, we both know a thing or two about mechanized exoskeletons. That we do. Did you hear that? And it's the facehugger, of course, and it tries to jump on Bree, and Bree fights it off. I've got it. What do I do with it? Whatever you do, just don't let go. It's not letting go of me, and it's compromising the suit. I'm going to use the drill. No, Peanut, wait, stop. No drills. The thing's got acid for blood. Just hold on to it until we can stand aside, Mr. Burke. Everyone, move out of the way. Give me a clear shot. Here, take the shot. No, don't shoot it. It's getting away back through the vents. I had it in my sight. There was a 0% chance that I'd miss, and yet you made me. Why? Better question is, why would you try to kill it? To protect every human life on this asteroid. And killing it would destroy my plan to save a lot of people, including my wife. Either I'm having terrible deja vu, or the same stupid thing keeps happening over and over again. Facehugger leaps at someone, gets caught midair, gets thrown to the side, escapes into the vents. Can you two have your mental breakdown later? Right now we need to find the creepy crawler and take it out before it attacks someone else. Everybody has got to start trusting me. We need to capture it alive and get it back to the lab. You lost me at trust you. But fine, you all sit tight. I'll go track it and trap it. Bree, wait. Where do you keep the extra suits? I'm coming with you. And then it goes back to him where they find the facehugger. There, that tunnel leads to the elevator shaft. Hurry. Light him up. We're going to torch this little bastard. But your dad said, I know what he said. Doesn't mean I have to listen. The elevator's opening. Someone's coming down. Burke, the hell you doing? I told you to Harold, look out, stop. And the facehugger has found its victim. It's Bree's Mining buddy. So they're standing around, and well, as traumatic as that was, I gotta say, not everybody loved Harold. Maybe not, but that doesn't mean he deserves to have an alien explode out of his chest. Debatable. But the good news is nothing is exploding out of anybody. Cygnus can extract the alien before it reaches term and goes into full burst mode, 90% effective. On further analysis, I'd say it's closer to 80. Really? We're dropping another 10% here? Doesn't matter. 80 is still great odds unless my procedure fails entirely. In that scenario, Harold will suffer a horrible, painful death. I need a drink, ditto. Now wait, just relax, Dad. It's just one drink. So we end up in Bree's bed with Hero. So tell me, how does the daughter of the most hated corporate exec in the universe end up being a total badass gearhead Tramonite miner? Kind of the opposite of your experience, I guess. My dad wanted me to work in the office, where it was nice and safe and utterly boring. Naturally, I did the opposite out of sheer spite. But then I discovered I actually love working down there. Really. In all that dust and darkness, as opposed to our artificial sun and blue sky. If anything, that holodome only makes me miss Earth even more. You know you don't have to stay stranded here on this rock. If you really do miss Earth, you can go back. We could go back together. Oh, Hero, you're my hero. Shut up. There's no saving me, buddy. When you spend your whole life on an asteroid, breathing pressurized oxygen, your lungs atrophy. Thanks a lot, Dad. Don't be too hard on the guy. He really does love you. Your dad and mine are very different. My father is selfless, heartless, and cruel, but your dad is the opposite. Everything he's done for you, for your family. Really. So I should be thanking the guy for impregnating my boss with an illegally procured xenomorph egg. Well, when you put it that way, maybe. Then we cut back to Cygnus and Burke. The embryo has been seeded. We can begin the extraction. You sure about this? I mean, the last thing I can handle is an innocent man's death on my hands. Calm yourself. A 70% success rate is very favorable odds. Seriously? Stop doing that. What happened to 80? I felt so much better at 80. There is no need for concern. Under ordinary circumstances, the embryo will not breach for another 32 minutes. And of course, breach begins. Okay, but what if the circumstances aren't ordinary? Holy God, you said 70%. This is not 70%. This is absolute zero. Remarkable. My calculations are never wrong. I don't understand how this could have happened. And then bam, it shows a queen alien popping out. That's right, this chest burster is not some regular alien. It is a queen. And Burke is like, well, I assume you weren't calculating for a queen. That's right. Oh, man, that's right. And now what are they going to do? We pick up with Burke running through the mining crew barracks. Dear Lord, dear Lord, dear Lord, this isn't happening. This can't be happening. And he's banging on his daughter's door. Bree, it's me. Open up. I know you normally ignore my knocking, but I really need you to come to the door this time. Dad? What the hell are you doing here? I need you to... Hero? Morning, sir. There's just so many things about this I don't like. And that's Mr. Sir to you, buddy. And see, this is why we can't have a healthy relationship. You refuse to respect my boundaries. Okay, we got way bigger problems, so let's just back burner your impulsive choices, which I know you make just to infuriate me. Wow, you really think everything is about you, huh? As if forcing me to spend my life on this godforsaken rock in the ass end of the universe isn't bad enough. Now, we don't have time, please. Cygnus is dead. Dead? He's a synthetic. That's not possible. Oh, it's very possible when the alien queen chestburster rips you to shreds like a wet tissue. Alien queen? No, that's really not possible. Age-old question, right? What came first, the queen or the egg? Clearly, in this case, it's the egg. Oh God. Okay, so I made a mistake, and then another 2 or 10. All that matters now is that we get the hell off this asteroid before that monstrosity starts squirting out babies. I'll call dispatch and get them to send a rescue unit. No, absolutely not. Under no circumstances do we get Weyland-Yutani involved. They'll send out a bunch of Colonial Marines to secure the specimen and kill all the witnesses. It'll be Hadley's Hope all over again. Please, they won't hurt anyone. Not when we've got Shin-Yutani's own son on our side. One would think. But my dad would choose a living xenomorph queen over me, no question. Now, if it was my sister, that'd be a different story. Parenting's tough, no doubt. We get it. Now can we go, please? Actually, let's all be fully clothed before we go. I've got Sig's ship all fueled up, and the Navicomp is set for Earth. Hey, Father of the Year, are you forgetting that Earth's gravity will collapse Bree's lungs and kill her? And if calling in Weyland-Yutani's strike team is a no-go, that means we have to stand our ground and deal with the situation ourselves. Damn it, you're right. Damn it. And Breeze says, let's suit up. And then we get the montage of them suiting up, getting ready. That's right. Look at all this. That's right. And she's like, ready? Good to go. Dad? Is there like some kind of trick to getting into these things? Or a user's manual laying around? Also, couldn't help but notice my suit looks quite a bit more broken in than yours, and not in a good baseball glove kind of way. That's a Grok Primer NVC, Dad. The NVC stands for novice. We use it to train rookies. Maybe you just watch the professionals from a safe distance. How about being a little more patient with me, like how I was when you were learning to ride a bike? Only you didn't teach me how to ride a bike. I had to teach myself. Ouch. Just put your foot in the stirrup and swing yourself in. The power switch is on the right-hand joystick. Your right, not my right. Stirrup. What am I, a cowboy? Giddy up. All right, let's go wrestle up a queen. Didn't think your old man knew cowboy speak, huh? Follow me. Okay, nope, that's reverse. Go forward, stupid thing. You two go scout up ahead, I'll catch up. Moments later, last time I saw it, the thing was about yay big, give or take. But we need to be ready for anything. I'm not sure how fast it'll grow. Under normal circumstances, it would take a few hours for a chest burster to grow into a full-size adult. Right, but this is a queen, so just go ahead and throw normal out the window. So what you're saying is that you don't know a damn thing. Let's just hurry up and squash this slime sack. And the elevator's open. Holy shit. You think this is bad? You should see Harold, or what's left of him. On second thought, maybe you don't need to see Harold. Poor Sig, he was a real replicant. And it shows Sig. Poor Sig. You're telling me a thing yay big did this, give or take? Xenomorphs are incredibly powerful, dangerous bioweapons, even when they're newborns. We need to find it before it gets any bigger. Well, at least we've got time before that happens. We can hope. I need a little more than hope from you right now, Dad. I'm here wearing the big suit and everything. Give me some credit, Peanut. It left a trail of synthetic blood that leads this way. Dad, you said you locked it in. I did. I locked it in this building so it can't reach the main complex or the mines. You're welcome. Where does this door lead? The warehouse. That's where we store all the raw Trimonite. Any potential hosts in there? In the warehouse? No. We have robots to do all the stacking and whatnot. And then they walk into the warehouse. Guys, we got a little problem here. A little big problem. And it shows all the warehouse workers have already been pulled up into the hive, into the stuff. Like they're just hanging, ready to be impregnated if they haven't already been. I'm pretty sure the queen is now down here laying some eggs so they can impregnate these people. I thought you said there weren't any workers in here. What about the robots? In my defense, I've never actually been in here before. I just kind of assumed we would have robots. My God. The queen's starting to build her hive. She's grown to full maturity. You've got to find her before she can lay any more eggs. What about all these people? We just can't leave them here. We'll come back for them after we take care of the queen. And by take care of, I mean kill it. Anybody got a problem with that? No problem at all. Done and done. Hey now, my torch is like half the size of, look at it. It's like a sad little birthday candle. Would it help if I turned it off and on again to, hey, wait up. Plasma trail ends here. I think we're getting close. Burke says agreed, and they all look up, and it is the queen. A little too close, if you ask me. That's right. We got the queen down here already laying eggs. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's burn this bitch. Sweetie, the language, I don't love it, but I do agree with the sentiment. Let's torture. Yeah, about that. I really didn't want to do this. And Hero just sabotages Bree's suit. Man. And Burke's in the background hollering at him, "No, Hero, what the hell are you doing? The little corporate rat is double-crossing us, and yes, I see the irony." And Hero takes out Burke. "You really should have seen this coming, Pops. I ripped it straight out of the Carter Burke playbook. Again, sorry about this. I do have genuine remorse, really. It's just that bringing back an actual xenomorph queen will allow me to finally earn my father's love and respect. Also, he'll put me back in his will, and that's worth the guilt. I get it, and I could even maybe forgive you if it was just me. But you screwed over my daughter, and for that, you're gonna pay. Sure, Father of the Year." Then it goes back to Burke waking up again. "Oh, come on, seriously," and he's strapped up, just like in Hadley's Hope. That's right, again. Like I haven't had enough already. "Dad, where are we?" "Cocooned in a xenomorph nursery. It's been almost 40 damn years, and I still have nightmares about this." "Wait, what? This has happened to you before?" "Back at Hadley's Hope, pretty much the exact same situation, except you weren't there. Otherwise, identical. Same thick head of hair and all. How am I just hearing about this now? You know I don't like to talk about that period in my life. I was a different person back then." "Right. You were a heartless piece of corporate garbage. We don't have to revisit the past, but it would be super helpful to know how you got out of this situation last time." "Just dumb luck, really. The space marine named Vasquez detonated a grenade in the air shaft above where I was cocooned. The explosion melted the resin, and I was able to break myself out." "Wait, so these cocoons can melt?" "Yeah, but we don't have a grenade or a Vasquez. Maybe not. But maybe we don't need one. God bless you, Peanut, and God bless the Girl Scouts of America. I was never a Girl Scout. All miners keep a mini acetylene torch on their belts for emergencies. It's regulation." "Well then, God bless the miners and regulations and anyone else that made this moment possible. Also, trying to stay calm here, but maybe pick up the pace. Swear to God, if you don't get off my back, I'm going to leave you here. Faster, please. Not a criticism. This is me being supportive. You're doing a bang-up job, but maybe go faster." And done. Great, really. Great work, Pumpkin. Okay, now we run. Hurry, we got to get to the cubicles and evacuate the offices. Saving innocent people? I didn't know that was in the Carter Burke playbook. It's not, but here we are. And as they exit, here come the xenomorphs. They're going to end up following them right behind. That's right. So Burke and Bree make it to the cubicles. Okay. Heal, everybody, attention up here, please. Chief Mining Operations and Assets Manager Carter Burke with a little announcement. I'd like for everyone to please make your way to the docking bay in a calm and orderly manner. We've got a Trimonite freighter ready to take you off-world for a little work trip. Hello? Is anyone listening? Can't this wait? You slammed me with a stack of status reports. And I've got to finish the status reports on his status reports. Is this another one of your fire safety drills with an overly complicated backstory? I do not have time for the world building right now. This is not a drill, people. Thing is, we've had a bit of a minor xenomorph infestation. Really nothing to be concerned about. And the offices are empty. That's right. All they had to hear was xenomorph infestation and they was gone. Okay, that's handled. Now let's go get you on board a ship. Get the hell off this chunk of rock. I can't leave, Dad. My lungs will collapse if I leave this asteroid, remember? You'll be fine, honey. Your lungs are fine. What? But you told me. I know what I told you. I didn't want you to leave me. You hated it here so much. I knew as soon as you were old enough you'd catch the first flight back to Earth and I'd never see you again. Wait, you lied to me when I was 8 years old? Told me I'd never be able to leave this asteroid? Because you didn't want me to leave home? Well, that damn alien isn't the monster on this asteroid. You are. I did it for her, honey. For your mother. I can fix everything. We can be a family again. Our family died when Mom died. That's the thing. She's not dead. What? She's in cryostasis. It was the only way to stop the aggressive spread of the disease until I could cure her. Where is she? This way. We've got to load her cryo chamber on board the ship and get out of here. We can go anywhere we want, get a fresh start. No, 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 no. She's gone. And just like that, Zoe's gone. Burke's wife has been taken. And I'm sure we're all smart enough to figure out who it was that took her. And we pick up outside the mine with all the office workers headed to where Burke sent them. Attention, emergency. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Please make your way to the docking bay. I'm still not convinced this isn't one of Burke's stupid safety drills. At least it gets the blood going. Better than finishing the status report for the status reports. Burke still makes you do those? That man really is just the worst. I mean, look around. He's not even with us. What did I say? Emergency evac my ass. It's just another damn drill. Either that, or Burke's got his own private ship warming up in the executive docking bay. And here's when they open the doors to the docking bays. Probably got leather seats and a little machine to make espresso. And boom, sweet Lord in heaven, here come all the aliens out. That's right, this is not a drill. Everybody back to the office, not a drill. Byron, get up and run. No, please, no, not me. Help! That bastard sent us into a nest so he could escape on his own. This is what we get for trusting Carter Burke. And moments later, we catch up with Burke and Bree. 35 years. You've had mom in cryo sleep for 35 years and you never told me? You're deranged. You know that? Call me whatever you want, Bree. Bottom line is, I've kept your mother safe for 35 years, and now your boyfriend's about to use her as a host. I need to shut down his launch. You make sure everyone reaches the freighter in one piece. Dad, I think we may be too late for that. Oh boy. I sent them right into a nest. That officially makes me the worst boss in the world, technically in the galaxy. I don't think they'd make a mug for that. At least it looks like the rest of them got away. For the moment, only place they could have gone was back to the office. All right, change of plans, sweetheart. I gotta save my team. I mean, if the situation was reversed, would any of them save me? Not a chance. But those hateful cubicle jockeys are my responsibility, and they've never gone up against a xenomorph before. Neither have you. Technically true, but I've been around, and there isn't anyone who survived more xenomorph interactions than me. And yes, I survived the most recent one with your help, which was much appreciated. It's my turn to help now. They need me, Peanut. I'm gonna go in there and get my people out. Seriously? What the hell are you talking about? You've never once put anyone else first, and you're picking this moment to start acting selfless? Hero's fired up his engines. We don't have time for this. Forget the office. What about our family? Come on, Dad. What about Mom? We both know what your mother would want. It's time to make her happy. It's time to do the right thing. And right now, that means I have to let her go. Something I've been trying to do for 35 years. I know it's asking a lot, but for once, I need you to trust me, Peanut. Just this once. Don't make me regret it. And for the last time, don't call me Peanut. And we're back with Hero. I have good news. The mission was a total success. Mission is a strong word. That was more of a very low priority errand. Didn't you say this was urgent? It was. It is. Please, just listen, okay? You know how you always say I never take any initiative. Very aware. Well, this time I initiated big time. Look what I have. Bet you didn't know that Carter Burke had been siphoning Weyland-Yutani's resources to keep his wife in cryostasis for the last 3 decades. Of course I knew. I just didn't remotely care. You did? And you didn't? No, and neither should you. I sent you there to deal with Burke, and instead you sat on my company with this utterly useless human cargo. Useless? Not quite, because now she can be a host for this. Where did you get that? Burke was planning on making me a host, but I managed to escape. Unfortunately, acquiring the egg meant I had to leave the man for dead. Hope that's not against company policy. In this case, no. I'll send a tanker to meet you at the Outer Rim. I am very pleased. You have done well, son. Thank you, Father. And back to the offices where they have barricaded the doors. That should hold them off. Yeah, for about 5 seconds if we're lucky. She's right. I'm going to hide under my desk and pray. Our Father, who art in heaven. Patrick's praying and he's an atheist. We're all gonna die. Of course we're going to die. We're expendable. You think anyone that matters gets stationed in the back corner of the galaxy? Weyland-Yutani doesn't give a damn about us, and Burke cares even less. Not helpful, Patrick. Get out from under your desk and fight. What's the point? We're office workers. We don't stand a chance against those things. You may be right. We may die, and maybe we won't take any of them with us, but we don't have to make it easy for them. And here it comes. They're starting to beat on the door. Here they come. Here they come. It's okay. We did it. We did it. The door's gonna hold. Only, I don't think the door is what we should be worrying about. And they're hearing scratches coming from the ceiling through the vents. Yes, and here they are, busting in. We're all gonna die. And yes, they're all gonna die. And then we see Burke falling in through the vent into his office. God, right on the tailbone. Hello, gorgeous. And he's got the rifle. That's right. Always knew I'd die in this damn office. Not today, Gary. And here comes Burke, blasting the aliens. That's right. He's got that pulse rifle just a blasting. And everybody's like, Burke? The one and only. And he's blasting again. Man, he's tearing these aliens up. Mr. Burke, I am so happy to see you. And also, I lied. I'm the one who filed those 6 complaints with corporate about you. Water under the bridge, pal. Wait, 6? Okay, that hurts, Gary, but it doesn't matter. Get on your feet and fight. And then they hear a thump, thump. Burke's like, uh-oh, that can't be good. And then the alien queen pokes her head through the door. Man, queen incoming. Everybody get behind me. What? We've got royal space roaches now? Sorry, Dad, but this bitch is mine. And here comes Bree behind her, in her mech suit, ready to fight. That's right, Bree, get out of the way. I can't get a clear shot. Just get everyone to the ship. I got this. No, I won't leave you, Bree. And we're not leaving you, Mr. Burke. Take her down. Watch the tail, Gloria. No problem. I'm just gonna chop it off. And she chops off the tail and gets covered in acid. Oh my God, my arm. Down. Everybody get down. Now, Dad, I got her. Empty the clip and blast her fucking face off. You got it, Peanut. And he starts blasting and just blows this queen's head off. That's right. Oh, look at Burke go. TGIF, am I right? And they're just standing there. Queen dead. All the acid draining out. That's right. Do you think we'll be able to get hazard pay for this? We're going to get more than that. We're going to put together a class action and sue Weyland-Yutani into oblivion. Truth be told, it was all me. I programmed a replicant to bring me back a xenomorph egg. Right, because you were instructed to do by Hiro Yutani. As Chief Communications Officer, I remember reading that in a memo. A memo that was unfortunately destroyed when the xenomorph started a fire in the office. What fire? That one. I disabled the GPS on the freighter, so nobody at the company will know we're coming. As far as they know, we all died when the office caught fire. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this, Gloria. I always thought you didn't like me. I didn't. Not sure that I do. That's fair. But you did come back for us, and that's not for nothing. Did I call it or what? Big fancy exec has a big fancy ship with leather seats and an espresso machine. Come on, it's not that nice. Piece of crap didn't even come with a milk frother. Also, I really wouldn't drink that right before going into cryo sleep. But you do you. All the rest of the crew has gotten into the cryo tubes and now they're cryo sleep. And it's Bree and Burke. And they're standing there talking. So now what? Now we go save your mom. How? Hero's got a huge head start on us, and we don't even know where he is. Right, except that I planted a tracker on his ship when he arrived. Didn't I tell you to trust me, Peanut? And didn't I tell you not to call me Peanut? Ow, easy. I kind of landed on my tailbone when I was, I'll take a hug. A hug's a hug. Ready for a little shut-eye? I've programmed our cryo sleep to end 24 hours before we reach Earth's solar system. Then we're going to get Mom back, and finally, we'll bring down the company. And that's the end. And of course, the beginning. I really do hope that they continue Burke's story in this What If universe. I've been really liking these stories. Of course, I'm a huge Aliens fan. So any kind of what if in the Aliens universe, I'm so down for. I really did like this story. No, it's not the best story ever, but it was very entertaining, and I love bringing it to y'all. That's right, that's right. I hope y'all enjoyed it just as much as I did. Well, if you like what we do here, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get all the nerdy goodness. I've been Chuck with the Legion of Nerds. Don't have too much fun.
Only one life to live, so I'ma live it how I wanna live. This is what it is. Glass up